Can anyone hear and see me now? Oh, my goodness me. Hello. Let me start all over because I have been talking away without probably hitting the live button here for, I don't know, the last 10 or so minutes until I saw Buzzy say he's probably having some technical issues. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm busy talking to you guys. So I have been speaking and speaking and speaking and greeting, and I've said hello to all you wonderful, absolutely fantastically wonderful, over the top, very patient, I must say, beautiful people out there. Awesome. So I'm pleased that you can now hear me. I have been talking away, obviously, to myself, keeping myself in excellent company. I do apologize. And yeah, I seem to have hit the start video, but not the start button. So, yeah, that's on me. So let me get to saying hi again. Yeah, I should have probably picked it up when I saw that the chat wasn't in the screen like it usually is. But yeah, no, it's not one of my wisest moments. As I said, Ina's just on chat because she's ill. I'm ill. Um, I'm actually getting better. She's the one that's actually probably taken over from me. But let's just do some greetings first of all over again, right from the start. I do profusely apologize that I have been chatting to myself like this for I don't know how long. And quite embarrassing. Buzzy, fantastic. Thank you so very much for always pulling and kicking me ass to get these links out. Dylan Combrunk, it is always a pleasure to see you. That is fantastic. How are you keeping, my friend? Um, Alison, our beautiful lady from the Bay, you were talking, and I was busy talking about your Mondays and your Smondays and everything, and I was telling you how my Monday is a double Monday because I had I had school on Monday and Tuesday, and then Tuesday afternoon they said no, Wednesday and Thursday they're writing exams, don't come in for school. So I said, fine, stayed at home. And then on Thursday afternoon, they said, no, they're going on a field trip on Friday. So, no, don't go into school. So I still haven't been back to school yet. So it's a real Monday for me today. Nick Miller, who hundred Mensa? I was like always like saying good people. And I'm just actually going to give myself one of these little, because I can't hear myself, but I hope that was a drum beat for me. Yeah. Nick, keeping well. And then I had Fiona's link up as well. Who am I missing out? Fiona, she put her link out, and I said to you still, yes, you can actually get it in the comments downstairs as well. And inside the comments, our beautiful lady in waiting, Fiona, how are you keeping? And then I saw maybe Andre might be having tech difficulties. And I thought, why? Why would I be having tech difficulties? And Cameron, I'm sorry, my friend, that you had to go nap. I would have also probably passed out by now waiting for me. And then eventually Ina came in and goes, when are you starting? And I'm like, shut up, I'm talking. And then, yeah, well. Our bot, our 5-star, 6-star Michelin chef, how are you keeping, my friend? Every time I cook lamb chops, I think of you and wonder how you would do them. Yeah. What was I busy saying? Oh, yeah, getting sick. I'm just going through all the messages now. I'm so far freaking well behind. Yeah. You're feeling better. Yes. That's what I was going to say. It's the worst thing to suddenly have off days and then be sick. So you end up like being sick, just lying around, not being able to do much. I have done my very, very best at playing my computer games, which I am very, very surprisedly surprised at, not surprised, at least surprised at, that I have got as good as what I have in Diablo 4. Man, oh man, am I enjoying Diablo 4 through and through. So it is an absolute awesome game for me. Yes, I'm not a top player or anything like that, but I didn't think I would end up as high as what I am doing at the moment. Usually I would just like skip around smelling the flowers. I'm actually a powerhouse of a sorcerer at the moment. So I am so chuffed that I've actually spent the time learning the mechanics, fine-tuning, putting everything together, playing World of Warcraft as well. And then what I was saying to you as well, when I did find out, to my absolute dismay, that I was not showing, was that World of Warcraft and Diablo 4, I play real harder, and sometimes you just want to clutch down a bit. So what do you do when you are tired of doing what you do? You go and look in your old suitcase and go and see what old toys you have. And so I went and grabbed up some old toys of mine in the Steam box, and I found another game called Titan Quest. It's an old game. It's on Steam. It's about 10 years, if not more old. And they have done a sort of like a revamped anniversary edition, which I have got on Steam, because I wasn't going to pay for another game or anything like that. Apart from the fact that I couldn't pay attention, never mind pay for another game. I have the two games that I play, and it's spending more money just because you want another color card doesn't make sense. So, and apart from the fact the wife said no, I'm kidding. I'm being serious. I was reasonable, and so I dug this up, and what a pleasurable little game it was. Well, it is. It's also similar to like a little Diablo effect. It's just not as hectic, and it's set more in ancient Greece and that. And I think when I'm finished here, I'm just going to relax back and play that, because it's took me until about, was it 4 o'clock this morning to finish off my school prep, because I was worrying about not having it prepped for next week. And so instead of saying, I'll do it on Sunday, I got up and did it in the middle of the night. But what am I watching at the moment? Tulsa King. I hope you guys have tried to get your hands on Tulsa King. Really enjoying Tulsa King still. What's this week been? This week has been full of weeping and wailing and gnashing of teeth. I saw all the tears and the snot and trana, and I wondered if everybody was getting the flu or what. And then I realized, no, Trump won. Good on him. And then, I thought I could hear a faint yodeling coming from the riverside. And then I realized, no, it was coming from Pennsylvania's side, and it was Col Chris Wyatt screaming something like Yahoo or whatever when he heard that Trump had won. So, good on them. I'm looking forward to actually having a better economy going forward, world economy. Yeah, I know this and that, China this, China that. But, I was actually looking at a chap the other day. I don't know if it's still on the tube at all. I can't remember the guy's name. No, but he also stays here. And basically the same thing as what I say is, I'm not here for politics. So when you ask me what it's like, I'm not going to tell you what it's like staying here as a politician, because I'm not a politician, and I'm not staying here as a politician. I'm staying here as a guest that's allowed to use the facilities of this country, and work in this country and earn in this country, which is something that my own country would not let me do. And as I know a few of you as well, that your own country won't let you do. So, So I cannot badmouth that at the moment. It is safe. I mean, it is what, 9 o'clock at night, 8:30 at night, and my wife happily would go across the road and go and grab something from the shop there and come back again. There's no worries. We go down a little alley to find the nicest of little restaurants. Sometimes we went to a place called Seco on, was it a week and a half ago or so? It was a friend of ours' friend's birthday. So we popped around and said hello there. But I mean, there is not a single time that you feel unsafe, apart from the fact that there are zero guns. There is a zero gun policy in China, which works. I would never implement it in South Africa. I don't know. South Africa's got this warped way of wanting to work like China, but have more on their plate. I mean, even when I was in South Africa, I always armed myself. So, I mean, if I go back to South Africa one day, I don't think I ever will be able to, because guess what? I can't afford to go back to my own country. But if I do, I would most definitely arm myself again. But over here, it's gun free. There is crime, I'm sure. I'm sure there must be. I mean, the world is not an honest place. But nothing that makes you feel that you are being let down by your own country when they are protesting against or taking Israel to court for genocide, when they are committing genocide within their own country. Let's talk farm murders, and then let's talk 60 murders a day, which is at the rate of war. Yeah. So, yeah, in that perspective, we have a beautiful place, and now I've shown it to you guys as well before. We are really, really fortunate. Put this in South Africa, and we'd be paying through our teeth for it. We can afford shampoo and conditioner. You know, where we had to in South Africa, you will wash with shampoo 1 month and you will condition the next month, but you will not have 2 hair products in 1 month. But but yeah. Please put at Pepper's Eka in front of your post, and Andre will. Oh yes, then I can see that. Yeah, sorry, I'm running behind on the what's the name, but yeah, I can actually see it on the little. Over there, yeah. But yeah, so enough complaining about it. But yeah, good on Trump. I hate to think what would have happened if Harris, and I saw Whoopi Goldberg going onto her program, or her little ladies' tea, with her lip hanging on the ground so badly. But good Lord, she's picked up weight. Never thought she was a. She looks like one of those gnomes, you know, those huge, probably a fountain that the gnomes sit around. But anyway, and then she's all, yeah. You know, I enjoyed Whoopi Goldberg as a comedian, but you know, we are so naive at times. I used to enjoy Trevor Noah as a comedian until the little arse went to the United States and decided to tell them how racist our country is and how he struggled, and you know what, not how he was supported and how he was enjoyed the support and triumph of everybody else. But yeah, poor Democrats, says Dylan. Yeah, Democrats. We also had flu, says Buzzy. It's been dreadful. Yeah, it's the change of the season, Buzz. My nose is actually sore. It's got a sore place in it, so forgive me if I do that. Apart from the fact that I need a good shave as well, um, I've really just sort of like spent the day like bleh, and yeah, I haven't watched too much. As I said, I did a marathon on Tulsa King this week, so I haven't watched any movies of late. Did anybody watch The Remarkable Life of Evelyn? It is absolutely 'n tuin dwergie. Nick, nee, dis nie 'n dwergie nie, Nick. It's a dwerg. She's a dwerg, not a dwergie. um, what's Fiona say? I can't afford to return to my own country either. That's the sad part. And I don't know where I'm going to end up. So I'm going to have to find a nice noose and a nice high tree. So the day that I can't walk anymore, I'm either going to have to jump or, yeah. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But yeah, at the moment, there's no ways, unfortunately. And then, you know what people say, but China that, but China this, but China that. I'm not going to play the political game because all politicians try and get out as whatever they can. And, you know what, be it whichever country it is, and they probably do the best that they can or that they want to. Even in South Africa, they do the best that they can at what they want to. But what I am going to tell you is that I have the most beautiful walk to school in the mornings, which I catch a cab to school. But when I walk from the school gates, I walk over a little bridge with a little waterfall, and the birds are tweeting, little trees hanging over me, fresh air. It is absolutely amazing. I actually brighten up on the way to school. Yeah, I am truly blessed in that sense. Everything is a little less. The school's big, but I mean, we're the smallest area with basically the international. So there's 3 international sides. So with the UK international side, there's a bigger American and Canadian international side as well. The UK international side is a small side, which they just keep going for the UK syllabus as well as keeping it to international standards. So I have no status, I have no call, I have no say, I have no position, I have nothing. I have no pay. Okay, pay is a lot less and zero benefits compared to what I'm used to. But it is so good to breathe in the mornings, and it is so good to get home in the evenings and love my wife and sit down and be able to talk to her without shaking from anxiety. It is really, really good. Just hang on. I just heard a motorbike for the first time in a year again. Everything has electric. So, yeah, this guy was also talking, and he was saying, everyone's, and I can see when you start getting onto a political level, how the discussion can go south. But if you get onto a personal level, we've never been happier. We know people who have never been happier. I've got lovely people at school, great people from all walks of life, Australia, Ukraine, USA, UK, Italy, France, and then South Africa as well. We've met quite a few South Africans as well over here. And everybody's actually just like really, really chill, and we, in a way, really being looked after. So yes, you know what? You move house, you report to the police, and you tell them, I'm now living here. Here's my passport, and there's my living contract. When you leave the country, you come back, you've got to go back to them again and say, I'm back in your country and I'm living here. And that's how they keep track of their immigrants. Nowhere else in the world do I see anyone keeping massive track of any immigrants. It's, if anything, they're running amok and running wild. So, and never once have I been treated badly either. Let me be honest with you there. I've never been treated badly by uh, the police or anything like that when I went there to ask for assistance and help. When we go to the hospital or to the doctor, very, very helpful. Um, Almost humble people, I would say, to a certain extent. You will find, obviously, probably your higher up guys, but we've never got to the point where we've actually had to deal with somebody. I'll be honest with you, the snottiest, nastiest, ugliest, horrid people overseas that I've dealt with overseas, sorry to say, is Brits and South Africans. And if I have to say Brit, the worst was Welsh. But Cambodia and China, the locals, are humble. So we're safe. The people smile. We're about the only ones in our block that stay here. So yeah. So I know Trump is going to do some ramping up on the imports of from China, and my feeling is that's what the politicians are there for. They'll work it out. I'm not going to get involved in that because I'm allowed to live here. I'm allowed to work here, which gives me the opportunity to eat here, which I know personally how many of you people on this stream are struggling hand to mouth, never mind month to month, day to day, with being able to eat, survive, be looked after, have opportunity, support, kindness, friendship. A lot of people just seem so angry with each other all the time. Mind you, I did or was in the DD the other day, and it was the first time ever. And he was hooting and hooting madly at the one guy, and the one guy's pulling in front of him. Next thing, the guy jumped out and came and smacked my DD driver. That was very surprising. But yeah, that did happen. So flew China, games. Yes, I was thinking, I want you guys' opinion. And if not now, then when? I've been putting into thought and looking at it, and we should be able to. We've got to put it into motion first of all, see if we can get it. If you haven't heard of it, I'm sure you know of it, but I would suggest you do some research on it first, which I intend to do as well. And we get together next week and chat on it as well and see, what do you think of Ozempic? Ozempic, I thought, well, you know what, Andre, you are now really beyond troubles. You are now just too much. So I was figuring, and Mrs. and I talking, we thought maybe we should try and go on this thing because so many people have had fantastic results. I've looked at results where people have had lower blood pressure, less food cravings, feeling more energetic, everything. And I was wondering what your thoughts were on that. I don't know. The chat's been fairly quiet. I haven't seen a chat since 10 minutes ago. There we go. I'm on glutide. I'm not too sure what that is, Alison. I'd have to find out. Ozempic is something that it's like an injection that you use every week. Very small amounts that actually apparently help you to lose weight. Now, what I'll do is I'll try and get some research together as well, and we'll chat about it. But I'll put a little thing up so that next week we can actually take a look at it, and we'll put a little thing up about it, and we'll hear what people have got to say. Because it seems to be, it actually originated as a what's the word? Diabetes thing, for diabetes, and now it's for weight loss. I don't know, Alison, how long have you been on, and does it work or whatever? Hendo, at least I'm not the latest person here. It's Hendo. Hendo, I was talking to myself for about 15 minutes before I went live. Semaglute is exactly the same. Lots of variants of Manjaro, Trepas. Okay, yes. I believe there was a lot of them. Ozempic and more. Yeah. So I don't know. Is it something that is worth looking at, Alison, or is it? I don't know. Let me just take a look here so I can actually spell it correctly for you. Ozempic. Ozempic. I'm going to put it up now on the where's the signs or text or whatever. Add a new one. What did I do now? Add a new one. Ozempic. Ozempic. There, that's what it looks like. Let me get back up there again. You get positive and negative results on the internet. Let's see where we got Buzzy. Hendo just woke up. Nice, Hendo. Nice. Don't worry, also. Fiona got to go. Take care, Fiona. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, I think, especially in South Africa, I think it's going to be pretty expensive because people have started to take it, and it has become short. There's a shortage of it. So, A, you've got knockoffs, and B, you've got a shortage of it. So you've got C, you've got people charging what they feel like for it. Alison, that'll be fantastic. I am on Telegram, WhatsApp, and WeChat, whichever one you choose. That'll be great. Well, Springboks play today against Scotland. Do they play today or tomorrow morning? Hendo, watched the Reagan movie last night. Very good. Yeah, I liked it too, especially if you're a patriot. Yeah. When the USA was the USA, and not the woke SA. Let me show you. If you just type it into YouTube. It's me and share screen again. I understand. Entire screen. No, I don't want to share sound. There's things on how Ozempic works. Let me put myself in the pic so that it. Over here, obviously, miracle drug. And there's a warning, and then a doctor says what happens when it's finished. Then there's a thing on 60 minutes of it. But this is actually, I think, what your packaging sort of looks like. Okay. And then someone saying you cannot gain it back, celebs who have used it. I was watching a thing the other night on Sharon Osbourne who'd taken it. There it is, Ozempic. Nick, if you were looking for the proper name, there it is, Ozempic. I think you take like 25 milliliters a week you inject. But there's a whole lot of pluses and minuses. About it as you go. Let's see if we can take that little name thing away there now. Right. And get back to the chat. No, chat. There we go. Okay. Bye, Fiona. Take care. So, yeah. Yeah, so it works. Why are some using diabetes drug Ozempic for weight loss? I don't know. It just seems to work. I only have your SA WhatsApp number. Please send me overseas one. I belong to a support group. I have a coach. Lots of information I can send through his pics. I'm down from Excel. Wow, that is fantastic. I think I still got your number as well. Yeah, otherwise, drop me a mail. At PPRSECHO, not Peppers Echo. I forgot the password for the other one. At gmail.com, and I can actually give you the right connections and numbers and things to that effect. See, Colonel Chris Wyatt, did he cover it? Somebody said, yeah. Colonel Chris Wyatt coverage of the Springbok game today. What time is it on, Hendo? Probably past my bedtime. I just also want to show you some more AI, by the way. I have found two AI things. The one I'll show you next week, but the other one's called InVideo. And I have been creating all these because it creates a very, very short movie or whatever that you want to, and puts it together. So I've been doing a thing on the Olympics, and then I wanted to know where the Olympics came from, and then I wanted to know where the Olympics has been had, and try to keep long and straight and narrow because it's for kids. So we're not going to concentrate on the Paris Olympics the same way we're not going to concentrate on Dragon Age with Veilguard because that game has just gone. Because you know what? Even in some games, they've sort of like touched on it, and there's been a dad and a dad or something like that, but nothing hectic at all. This game ends up being spoken about all the time during the game. Your cut scenes, it's put down your throat. So somebody said the other day, well, I was watching a thing, well, what's the problem? We don't complain when there's straight games. The problem is 90 to 95, if not more, percentage of gamers are not woke. Okay. They want the actual story, and they are not interested in having their agenda pushed through gaming because they have enough protesting and whatever they do on that, or they live a peaceful private life. But Dragon Age Veilguard, I will actually pull you some clips from there where it's like, wow, you know, and it is such a nice game. The graphics look brilliant. The action, the sword play, the fighting looks brilliant. The whole thing looks like a great RPG. It could be like a Baldur's Gate even, but no, and people are avoiding it. They are absolutely avoiding it. And Bethesda are out to make the next Mass Effect, which, if this is what Dragon Age Veilguard looks like, I don't think I want to see Mass Effect messed up like that as well. Hendo, the time right now is 5 to 9, so I know I'm going to cut you short a little bit, but I just want to show you guys this thing. It's called InVideo. I suppose I could take my mail down by now. You should have written this down, but I will also try and get in touch with you. I hope the AI stuff has worked or is helping you as well there, Alison. But if not, we must actually get hold of a Skype chat or something like that, and I can actually call you and show you a couple of things I've been working on. Let me go. Yeah, the word cancer. It's freaking idiots. I understand. Entire screen with sound. So, InVideo. Now you can't see the name there. I'll try and bring it down a little bit. You can just see it over there. InVideo AI. There it is over there. Now, obviously, you've got to give it as much options as possible, and the free will only give you, I think, 10 minutes a month or something to that effect. There are paid plans. You can upgrade. Let's take a look at the pricing. The free ones will give you 10 minutes a week of AI generating. The plus will give you for $20 a month, or else 25 if you're not going to pay yearly. 50 minutes a month of AI generating, or you can go to 100 minutes, 150 minutes, so on and so on. And then the max is 200 minutes of AI generating at 48. I first want to see, because there's another one as well that I want to look at, and I'll tell you guys about it next week as well. But I just took a look here and I said, well, do a short video on who Elon Musk is, the inventor of Tesla. I don't know what's going to come out here because I haven't checked it yet. It's about my third YouTube, Google account that I'm using. So yeah, it just said, now obviously you've got to give it more information, proper prompts, things like that. I'm saying do a short video on who Elon Musk is, the inventor of Tesla and SpaceX. And then I say generate. Obviously, I haven't given it very much there. I see what's Hendo say. I see Kevin Saboro Hercules was in the Reagan movie. He was interviewed by Colonel Chris Wyatt. Oh, wow, really? And then it asks you, is it for tech enthusiasts, entrepreneurs, or students? So let me say it's for students. You want the look and feel to inspirational, clean, or bright? Let's say inspirational. Platform, is it for YouTube, YouTube Shorts, or Instagram? Let's just say it's for YouTube. And we hit continue. Now remember, all I've done is given it that little bit of a line. Nothing else. I hope you're going to be able to hear it on your side, because I can't hear anything on my side, because I pulled my speakers out to plug the mic in, because there's just not enough holes on a laptop. And I'm going to start Backer Buddy for a PC for me, so that I can have a PC for streaming. No, that would probably be the most arrogant thing that anyone can ever do in their whole lives, is have something to actually stream with and then back a buddy for it. Kevin Sabaro as Hercules was in the Reagan movie. Whenever I see Wokecock, I turn it off or change the channel. Yeah, I actually get so tired of it as well, because it actually peels out all over YouTube as well. I actually have my YouTube organized. On my Pepper's Echo YouTube account, I have all my YouTubing accounts. Then on my Mail Barrel account, I have my newspapers and that. On my Andre account, I have like more of my Christian things and my motivational. And then on Easy CT Gaming, I have Ryzen Gaming stuff. And, you know, I even go onto my gaming site and it's full of this stuff. I go onto every site, you know, you go onto your Positive Christian site with and it's got this on. It is absolutely ridiculous. Let's see if I can put the sound up there. It's nearly finished generating. As you saw, I only gave it those few words. Who is Elon Musk? The genius behind Tesla and SpaceX. And I sincerely hope that you can hear this, because it gives you almost a David Attenborough type of thing. There's a new one that I want to show you. There we go. So now let me play this for you. Just out of...
Exposing the genius behind Tesla and SpaceX. Ever wondered who dares to dream big in the tech world? Elon Musk isn't just your average tech entrepreneur. He's the visionary who
Okay, that's not going to work. But anyway, you download them as well.
Co-founded PayPal, revolutionized online payments, and then sold it for a cool $1.
I suppose I was too eager. I should have just left it to actually load up first.
Exposing the genius behind Tesla and SpaceX.
Yeah, that's
Ever wondered who dares to dream big in the tech world? Elon Musk isn't just your average tech entrepreneur.
Do me a video of
He's the visionary who co-founded PayPal, revolutionized online payments, and then sold it for a cool $1.5 billion. But he didn't.
I had this thing telling me about, okay, you've just got to probably be patient.
Exposing the genius
because it's actually got to, that part there is actually just going to run through. So let me be a little bit patient. But you keep seeing Errol Musk. Errol Musk being interviewed last week. Elon father, our favorite African American. But yeah, this was so great for me, because, you know, when you're doing presentations for school and you go onto YouTube. Now, I often go onto YouTube. Now, it takes me ages to find exactly what I'm looking for, because most of the YouTube videos are like 15, 20, 30 minutes long. Not that that's a problem. Obviously, a person that wants to know more about something, those are what you're looking at. Some things are an hour long. But when you're actually busy with a presentation in school, you don't want to run something for more than 1 or 2 minutes. And this usually runs it for, well, this one is, as you can see over here, has run it for 1 minute and 8 seconds. Let me try it again now.
Behind Tesla and SpaceX.
But it's
ever
also
wondered
only
who dares
running
to
at
dream big in the
420p
tech
now. When you
world?
download
Elon
it,
Musk
you can
isn't
download
just
it
your average tech
at,
entrepreneur.
1080
He's
as well.
the visionary who co-founded
And,
PayPal, revolutionized online payments, and then sold it for a cool $1.5 billion.
Obviously, I haven't given
But he didn't stop there.
Details.
Next, he took on the automotive industry with Tesla, proving that electric cars could be fast, stylish, and sustainable. From the Tesla Roadster to the Model S, his cars are now the gold standard for electric vehicles. But wait, there's more. Musk didn't just aim for the stars, he literally reached for them with SpaceX. This company has revolutionized space travel, making reusable rockets and aiming to colonize Mars.
I asked
Yeah,
for
you heard that
something on the
right.
Olympics,
Mars.
and then I
Elon
said,
Musk's journey shows that with big dreams and relentless drive, you can change the world.
as well. And next thing it was
So, what will you
Chinese
dream up
Olympic
next?
event, and I'm like, no,
Stay inspired
no,
and
no,
remember, the
it's
sky is
way
not the
too
limit.
much.
It's just the beginning.
There we go. Create a new one. Let's try those. Flowers dancing to what song? Give me a song. Somebody give me a song that a flower can dance to. Or tell me what you want to know about. Give me a place. Give me a song. Give me a place. Give me a one-liner to give this thing. But anyway, it's called NVIDIA AI, and you go to ai.nvidia.io, and yeah, you make sure you've got a bunch of Google accounts, because I use more than 10. Let's see. Tell us about Zempic as a weight loss drug measure. Let's see. Tell us about Ozempic as a weight loss measure. What are we going to do? We want to talk about Weight Watchers. We want clean YouTube. Let's take a look at that. I don't know how hectic that's going to be, because I just gave it like a one line. As I say, usually you should say it's for this kind of audience. Please, you know what, give me the positive outcomes, give me side effects, give me negative outcomes, give me the reason why, give me examples, etc., so that it can actually fill in the information correctly to what you are looking for. African song. Okay, let's see what I'm going to say now. Flowers dancing to an African rose song. Pata pata. The other one that I will show you next week, you can actually put your voice in. You actually give a couple of sentences that you read in, and then you read your voice into it, and then it actually narrate the video in your voice. You can actually edit it as well. You can take out pieces afterwards and change it with different pieces. It's really, really pretty great as such. And then, of course, I used Gamma to make my video today, last night on the Olympics, and it put everything in there. And you see now I get all excited and hit the play button now, which I shouldn't do. Toto Africa. Okay, so we want flowers dancing to Toto Africa's Rose Song. Rose Song. Buzzy wanted a rose song. Henda wanted an African song. Then he added Toto, and CB said he also wants what? I thought CB also wants Toto or rose song. But I'll put that in now. I'm actually just done a little. I'm quite interested to see. I didn't think of actually asking it about Ozempic, but I thought we would talk about it next week a bit because we don't have the time. So I think next week we get our little varkies in a row, our pigs in a row, and we take a look at weight loss, what people are saying about it, what the opportunities are for it. And you know what, I've seen people really, really well. I mean, I don't know if it's going to go down the same road as the vaccination. Obviously, this one is willingly, but some people said, "Oh, I feel great. I never died," and the next person went, "I died because of the vaccination." So yeah, I don't know. So but yeah, this is optional, obviously. But let's just wait for it to load up. Otherwise, But what I'm actually trying to show you here is the AI video. But Alison, we must actually get into a good chat because we will actually work well in voice in Excel Fluxus a KP. No, Hendo, you use one of their voiceovers that actually sounds like you're a professional, responsible young man. That would be much better. I think that's why they do have that, especially for people like yourself that get overexcited about their videos. Yeah, we know. There. Let me try and see. I'm pushing the buck again, but let's see. I can't hear it. Hopefully you can.
Why do 70% of people struggle with weight loss? The answer might surprise you. Ozempic isn't just another fad diet.
Yeah, you need to get it by a prescription.
It's actually a medication originally designed for treating type 2 diabetes. But here's the twist. Many folks are finding it super effective for weight loss too. How, you ask? Well, Ozempic works by mimicking a hormone in your body that helps control blood sugar and appetite. This means you feel fuller for longer and end up eating less. Imagine this, you're at a party, surrounded by your favorite snacks. With Ozempic, resisting those tempting treats becomes a whole lot easier. But remember, it's not a magic bullet. For the best results, pair it with a balanced diet and regular exercise. So, is Ozempic the secret to shedding pounds? It could be. Just make sure to chat with your healthcare provider first. Stay healthy and keep pushing towards your goals.
Okay, that's the one with Ozempic. I don't know what it said, but as I said, we'll do some research on it. Next week we shall talk about these weight loss drugs and things. So Ozempic is anything. Right, now we want flowers dancing to an African Rose song. Make a song for the pooches. That would be copying Ronaldo. Next thing I get, Ronaldo's like got lawyers these days. He's got lawyers on retainer these days. Music enthusiasts, inspirational, say dance fans, inspirational. Ronaldo's got lawyers on freaking retainer these days. He's suing the crap out of everybody. Now I must get my dog to sing on YouTube. Next thing, I'm getting letters from Renaldo, busy telling me that my pooch is copying his pooch on YouTube. Whoa. I don't think Ozzy's nerves could take it, and Jesse just couldn't care. It'll be me having to deal with the shit again. And as it is, we deal with their shit every day. Andre working for Big Pharma now. Enda, you're just grumpy because I haven't got food on you. Next time, I'll bring out the brisket again. Let's take a look. Flowers dancing to... I don't know if I could get that thing sorted out. Heaven knows how this thing's going to sort it out. But it's actually flippin' cool the way these things just make this stuff. I actually have Filmora, and apparently it can also do AI movies. I just have been too lazy. I've been actually enjoying my time off, really. I mean, now when I'm finished, I phone mom and I play a game, and then I'll go to bed. But I've been sort of like sleeping most of the day. There we go. It seems to have got something. As I said, this is 480. You can download in 480, 720, or 1080 for free. The only thing is you only get 10 minutes a week for free. And then what's it, 60 minutes a week if you're on the paid one, or 200 on the higher one, or you can take the paid one times double, whatever. But I want to take a look at another one, then I can show you another one next week as well. Between Brisk and Gamma and my mind, Magic School, and this obviously ChatGPT, and then I use the Nova one, which actually has a picture generator with it as well. Okay, this probably should have said kindergarten flowers, because now you got Bob Dylan's Blowing in the Wind or something like that. But yeah. What's it? No wonder Vushausi keeps asking for super duper chats. Yeah, no, I must bring me pups on. I think the missus said she would help me as soon as we both well again and things are just going right again. We'll swing the desks around and try and get some proper background, and so that you don't see the cupboard in the back door and things like that in the process, so that we can actually have a semi-studio type of thing. I'm having to save up to try and get a PC, because the laptop is not pulling what it should, especially with the fact that we need to use a FIAPIA in to actually work to go to YouTube. The Talk Studio will work without it. I just don't know if it will pull through to YouTube without it. So that automatically slows it down. And then I actually work with two different ones. And then I actually have a game booster which the kids actually at school gave me, which was like really, really good. And it works. Let's try this out. I know I might be in too much of a hurry, but let's see.
What's something people don't know about flowers? They can groove just like us. Let's watch them sway to some African beats. Picture this, a field of vibrant flowers swaying in perfect harmony.
I can't hear it, so I hope the song is
African
African and rose enough.
Each petal moves with the rhythm, creating a mesmerizing dance that's both soothing
But as
and
I said,
exhilarating.
it's because I
African
gave flowers
rhythms have a way of
dancing to
bringing everything to
African
life, and these
rose
flowers
beats.
are no exception. As the music flows, you can almost see them smiling, celebrating, and embracing the joy
If
of the
you
moment.
are a little bit more
It's like
specific with
nature's own
it and
dance
say
party, where
a
even the tiniest bloom
cartoon
can't help
or
but join in. So next time you hear some African beats,
drawn
remember,
picture or
it's not
something
just
like
for us
that,
humans.
you would
The
get
whole world is dancing
differently.
along.
But this is
Hit that like button if you
absolutely
felt the
great,
groove and
just
share
for
the
that
spirit.
1 minute in between,
See you next time.
especially if you're doing a history or life skills or something to that effect. Right. That's enough of wasting my precious minutes. Okay. But yeah, let's take a look next weekend. Was it narrated? Okay, sorry. I'll play with a little bit more. It's just something that I actually found out this week, and I used it a bit to just generate things on the Olympics for me, and it was really, really good, and it put a lot of stuff together for me from the Olympics. And as I said, I just used Gamma to put. I used ChatGPT to generate ideas. I used Magic School to actually give us a slate, and then I used Gamma to actually put it together with pictures, and then I used the picture generator for certain pictures that I wanted to change or that weren't there, and then for videos in between I used the NVIDIA, and wow, it all just made so much time for me, much better. It only took me a couple of hours because the biggest thing is getting a topic. So yeah, but unfortunately, yes, a desktop is unfortunately what I do need to be able to do what I'm wanting to do the video processing, because I'd like to be able to put like the video that I did of the school, I'd like to cut that out of our live session and actually do that as a separate video. I'd like to do a separate video of the one. I have quite a few photos of when we went to the wall and to some lake or whatever. I'd like to put that together, the one of the apartment together. There's, and just a couple of walks and things and stuff like that. I'd like to be able to put that together and also put it onto Pepper's Echo as maybe, I don't know, Street Beat or whatever. But, I don't think we should actually, because I do have another channel called that we started with friends that was called the Motley Mix, and had a couple of nice things on. I might pull one or two of those videos across, but I'm not going to put it onto another one. The only one that I do have separately is Risden Gaming, which I put my games on, and it's still difficult to actually try and record and put it all up. So I'm thinking of just doing a straight Twitch record sometime in that. Guys, I am dreadfully sorry for being late. B, for boring you to pieces. But C, thank you for cheering me up. So have an absolutely swashbucklingly, phenomenally fantastic, absolutely out of this world week. Thank you so very much for tuning in. I miss you guys throughout the week terribly because I always need that phenomenal pick-me-up. You guys are absolutely awesome people. Don't forget, AI is the future. We are going to learn about it. Maybe I can put some even some how-to AIs on there for you as well. I can see Hendo doing his own, please do an AI strip show. But no, Hendo, you cannot do that. I don't think it will do that. I think it actually draws the line somewhere along there. Don't think it's that badly yet. I wouldn't know. Haven't tested it. Won't be testing it either. Guys, have an absolutely awesome week. Thank you so very, very much for everything, for your patience as well. Take care, look after yourself, be good, and if you can't be good, be kind.